We live? YouTube pickup. We live! Okay, that's good. What is up, people? We live. I don't know what just happened. YouTube reset a load of my settings for some reason today. And that was a bit strange. What is up, people? We live. How's everyone doing today? Everyone's doing good. Fine and dandy. And I'm doing good. I'm chilling. I don't know what just happened. Sorry the stream is late by a few minutes. I hit start streaming. And then it turns out YouTube had changed my stream key. Welcome Super Shulker, welcome Ice Cold, welcome PK, and welcome Jess. I hope you're all doing good. I'm good. I don't know what happened. I don't know why YouTube... Okay, that is not right. That is not right. Can I go borderless window 1920 by 1080? Because I always like to run borderless so I can actually do things. Get a broom closet ending. I don't know what that means, so maybe. Welcome, Mr. How are you? And welcome, Daniel. I hope you're both doing good. But yeah, sorry the stream was a bit late. YouTube reset all of my stuff. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. So I've never actually seen the Stanley Parable.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes, it is. You are correct.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
My name's Carrot Nice.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
You know what, though? At least Stanley's happy, right?
Was happy.
See, at least he's happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Kids, shut up! I'm learning about Stanley!
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
that's awesome, my dude.
had arrived on the monitor for him.
Seagull noises. No, that's angry kids outside.
To give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Hi.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Where's my... When's Pokemon Insurgent coming out? I'll probably do another Pokemon Insurgents tomorrow or I think tomorrow's gonna be Sky. Wait, can I just...
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere.
Sit in the corner.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, nothing will hurt me.
I'm cracked it, boys.
In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
That's great. So sorry, if you don't know what the Stanley Parable is, it's basically there's a narrator guy who tells you what you kind of have to do. So you just kind of listen to the guy, and then it's like a story that you're meant to follow, but you're allowed to like do whatever the fuck you want, basically. Hello. 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 Let me into your room. Where are you? But I don't really know. I've only ever seen...
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You can come and say, I'm sorry, Si. So I spent ages...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
Because
co-workers.
people were like, oh, you should do this, get up. I'll do it after I've done stream then. Can I? Ah! Ah, can I leave? Ah! Ah, boys! Ah, this is what... It's the other side, boys. Stanley, you can finally be free. I've been here for 5 minutes and Stanley already decided to neck himself, boys. We've decided to commit the suicide. Stanley, this is for all the people we've lost. Oh, that is a bright light, innit? Do I go?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
What?
Praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
What is this? You know what? No, I'm not.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question.
Hi,
What do
Billy.
you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
Yes, it
Clearly,
would.
This whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer?
What if it is? I don't care. I'm streaming, mate. We've got this.
All the narration. Oh, and this is Rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one.
Oh, he's
So,
thousand
what do you
IQ.
think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens.
Bye,
when you
Billy.
pick
Have
the
fun
other
playing
option.
League. I'm gonna
Indeed, you
get
are
mind
one of
fucked.
the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue
Minecraft
with
text.
the
Actually,
game,
Pokemon
or
text.
just sit in this spot forever.
It's
and ever.
Pokemon. Fire red, leaf green. Yes. What do I? Is this it? Is this it? Oh. Where is? Do you hear the keyboard? What keyboard am I typing on? I'm in the middle of fucking... I'm basically trying to neck myself. If you pause, you can reset. Begin the game again. Okay. So now do I go back and click the yes option? To see if it's any different. I'm going to go back and click the yes option
All of his
because
co-workers
I'm
were
a
gone.
1000 IQ
What
human
could it
being.
mean?
I just wanted to explore.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley
How do I get on the chair?
Find a
Ah.
trace of his co-workers.
And out the window!
At first, Stanley assumed
I don't know what I'm doing.
until he heard his
I don't know what I'm doing.
He realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the
Okay,
game
next
for its
we'll actually
insightful
listen
and
to
witty
what we have to
commentary
do in the
into
game and not
nature of
do
video
me
game
exploring.
structure and its examination of structural narrative
People can join me like,
tropes.
this isn't Stanley
So, now
Parable.
that
What do
you're
you
here,
mean?
what
Look
do
at
you
the
think?
screen. It's
Isn't
clearly
this a
Stanley
fun and
Parable.
unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm
we
over it
done?
now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want.
I could.
Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems
This
to be
is
an
great.
internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Whoa.
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Well, that's a bit rude, don't you think?
He is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
Hey, I think my existence is quite fun.
Keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
I mean, I'm quite unbearable to begin with, mate.
You too will become quite unbearable.
I already am. Get fucked. That was a banging song, though. Can we just sit here and listen to the narrator strum for a bit? Might as well just give him some time. Everybody put your fucking hands in the air. We're gonna sway to this guy's tunes. This is actually pretty fucking relaxing, you know? Oh, he's even hit us with it twice. What a lad! Oh, he's going off again! When do I get this mixtape? How long can I listen to this before it, like... Do I have to reset? I think I have to reset. I think it's on loop. I would say yes, Jess, but I kind of want to play the game. Oh yeah, it's just looped because we've already heard the ending of this part. Nope. Okay, I think we have to reset. That was very ironic, I have to admit. Hold on, someone's been DMing me. Why are you spamming my DMs? Listen, my dude, can you stop making new Discord accounts just to send me friend requests? Cool, thanks. Because it's getting annoying. This is the 3rd day in a row you've done this. Please stop. Okay, so we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Guessing the meeting rooms. Oh. Someone's popular. No, someone just keeps making new
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, we can't read it, never mind. I tried. Computers, yeah, I don't know what to do though. Oh. Can I put my finger in the sharpener, you know, because all the cool kids did that at school?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
If I just aggressively spam E for a bit, right, eventually something will happen. Nothing happened. Okay, let's continue. Oh, this one. Where the fuck is that? Plant. Right, so E. Hello? Right, so E is apparently a letter. This is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. That one does nothing. This one doesn't turn off. Well, there's something over there. $4.32. I don't know what that means, but welcome, Tom. How are you, dude?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That one. I got you, narrator guy. I promised I'd listen to you this time. Stanley Parable is boring. Drez, we get it. You don't like the game. Cool. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. You know that, right? You never turned up for streams for ages. You don't have to watch this one now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Bi-quarterly post review. Oh, we got a review of a review. Well, I'm being honest, Drez. Like, no offense. I don't think you get to come and complain about games that I'm playing. Like, you complain, oh, you don't play new games. I play new games. Oh, this is boring. Like, I don't know what you want now. Throw something in the ideas bin. Oh, nice. What is hot? Profits. Take the fucking joke. Well, Drez, again, sarcasm in messages doesn't make sense. You realise that, right? Slides, charts. Charts and slides. Oh, charts and slides. Coloured in segment. The stock market is somewhere here. Stripes. What is hot? Profits. Okay. Anything cool here? Oh, more charts. Charts and graphs and graphs and charts. Can I say top secret? Huh, no. Can I get under the table? No. The boss appreciation minute. Oh, I didn't get to read it. Okay. Oh, broom closet!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I mean, but... do I stay here? No, it seems like he's a bit annoyed.
Here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
There's only one broom in here. What do you mean? It's not a closet of brooms.
As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet
pliers.
play.
Doing sweet fucko.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I like the broom. Hold on, give me a second. What's happening? Fucking hell. Yeah, I know, Fox. He's got 14-day timeout. I noticed it because I got the ping and I looked and yeah, nice.
There's no choice or anything in here, right?
There is,
because
because...
said Stanley walked past the broom closet. At least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally...
Cool, thanks, no problem, Fox.
...is of absolutely
make
no
it a month? What do you mean make...
Well,
I might do something like that eventually, but I feel like not right now. Hold on, why am I being spammed in DMs? No. Hold on. Let me just pull this up, right? So I'm gonna explain to chat what's going on. Someone's copying me. I think he realizes that no matter what account I click, it's his account, right? I don't know when he realizes this, but like it's the same fucking account. So, yeah. He's now in 14-day timeout. And his response is, someone is copying me. No. No, he wasn't. You're just being stupid. Cool. Stop DMing me. Please. You're frustrating me. I know they are, Fox.
Maybe to you this is
Like,
somehow its own branching path.
It is!
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
My friends are really concerned about me. If I said I enjoyed a broom closet, probably the most normal thing I ever said to him.
And really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I'm addicted to drugs and hookers, and I'm fat and ugly. He's hit me in one, boys.
Now, you're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this,
Sister in rabbits? Hell yeah, Jess. Your sister has taste.
So as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Thanks, narrator.
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not
Open, close. Open, close. Fuck you, narrator. I'm having fun. I think I leave now. I think he's pissed.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on. You too? Unbelievable.
Yes!
At the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Open. Do I go back in? Oh, is that it? This man has sent me 9+ fucking DMs! Fox! You're copying me? No, you're copying. Oh, nice. You got it, Fox. You got it in one. Hold on. Let me just hold on. Let's just fix something. Let's just block. There we go. There we go. Cool. I'm glad. Let's continue on, shall we? What's he saying now? I don't know.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, this is not the boss. Oh, boss's office is here. I want to go for the shitter. Can I look at these documents? Hello. If you go in and go back out before being locked out, it'll do a thing. What, you mean here? What, you mean the boss's room? Like, if I do...
Stepping in.
Was a key to press, talk with an arrow. That would be memes. Do I just go? Where the fuck am I going? Hey, having good fish any endings yet? We jumped out of a window at one point. And I locked myself in... You are now leaving. What? One Punch Man. Nice pizza, my dude. Do I just... You punch people. I know what One Punch Man does. Hey, welcome, Lucas. How are you, my dude? I'm very confused. No, because we're definitely going up floors, because we're at 158. Now we're at 159. Or 759, sorry, not 159. My dyslexia, you could see my dyslexiaism kicked in then. I read a fucking 7 as a 1. What? Okay, I can't do anything with the keyboard. We've already done the broom closet.
All his co-workers were gone. What
Right.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nothing happened.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nothing
Feeling a
happened,
wave of
boys.
Disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
Oh, look, there's the logo of the game!
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the
It's
boss
not
had assigned it
6969.
an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
well,
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the new.
Hi, Amy. Turn on sub. That would be a shout, Violet. I didn't even think of that.
Passageway.
Dude, this is why we have a chat. Hi, Amy. How are you? I turned on subtitles. No voice. It shouldn't do.
Descending deeper into
No, it does mean voice.
Stanley realized he felt
Where
a
are
bit
you? I'm doing
peculiar.
pretty chill, Amy.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question...
Hold on. Let me go ban someone else from the fucking Discord. Oh, he didn't join. He just tried to DM me. Nice, nice, nice. I like waiting for email. Very cool. Oh, nice, Amy. You might get one of my favorite endings. Hell yeah, Violet. Oh, let me just message this guy. Can I or A B C D E F G H I J K. Hold on. Okay, we good.
would not go unanswered for long.
Hello? Hello, hello?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But that says escape. Oh, Mr. Mime. You caught Mr. Mime at Sons Morrison's. It was intense. Nice, Violet. I went out because Gen 5 came out last night, so me and Michael went out. We caught Patrats. I kind of want to go to escape. It's shadily drawn. The window ending. You seem to love it. The window ending was great. What do you mean?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his...
I had a lot. Also, what Gen Mimikyu 7. I'm pissed. So, I used to be able to do with my phone was I used to be able to get Meltan boxes.
To turn around and get back on track.
But with the latest update to Pokemon Go, I can't transfer Pokemon from Let's Go to from Pokemon Go to Let's Go.
And willingly confront his death.
Am I actually gonna die? Hey, welcome Aiden, how are you, my dude?
As the machine whirred into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
You know what, Stanley? I've always wanted to go out this way, and I'll happily go out with you like this, Stanley. Don't worry, bud.
And willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I'm okay, Stanley. You know what, bud? If we go out together.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can
What the
walk has
fuck
been
is
created
this?
for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment
Nature
he hit start?
paintings. Oh, I've seen this picture. I tried to break it. Stanley's computer. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path of Stanley's office to 2 doors. First part of the game. It was built, sections have been added and altered throughout the development through the core. It's the same. Okay, so we start there, we wander through. Why is this? Why is there a gap here? Oh, window. So we wander out, window ending. We go through this area. That has a weird computer on it over there. We go up here. Corridor. When picking this open section, it's important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. Indeed. So, and this is the choice room. The 2 doors. The set of 2 doors was the very first concrete piece to the Stanley Parable design. Once the room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. Coordination of the room posed. What an egg. This is one of the computers. I tried to mess with these and they don't work. The office. Oh, coffee stain. Oh, okay, so they all have different mats. Button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Seven raids near me. I walked past 5 Mewtwo raids. There was no one. Filing cabinets. I know them. My birthday. Yo, happy birthday to you, Ada, my dude. I've not seen that one. I've not seen that one. I've seen this one. I've not seen Solitaire. The credits. Big ups to the man who made this game. You did great. The Office. Oh, I've seen these 2 things. Ah, it's me printer! Maintenance room, an early version of maintenance room. What the fuck's the maintenance room? I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, there all the music. Oh. Warzone. We designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realised shortly after starting to build it, it was far too joking, on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who liked shooters, which was not our intention. Oh. The lounge. I've never seen that. Maybe I have seen it. I don't know. Oh, what's this? It's a projector! Subject, wow. Congratulations, congratulations. In a line, our previous announcement regarding the... Oh, okay. I make a JRPG, I make a worse game. There's a difference between a duck. We asked people to email the narrator questions. While we had intentionally planned to use those in further promotional material, we found the perfect useful, and here's a selection of those emails. Nice. Play Pokemon Go and play to live because there are always people in gyms that are normal. There's a lot more people in. There's a lot of people around the apartment timer. The choice thing to the apartment and 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Okay. The cargo lift. I don't think I should read these. The cargo lift. What's this? The number 1 option. The number 2 option. What? Meeting room. It's a projector. I don't understand. What is this? Yeah, this room represents the 4th version of the ending. What the fuck is that? That's Super Mario World. Oh, it's the portal thing. You know what? Exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. how they wish to control one another.
It is just
How
on
they
loading through
both
me,
wish
but I
to
can
be
hear though. Oh,
free.
nice. Last message. Crazy spoilers in here. Do I turn it off? I turn it off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
I want to watch myself get
Use it.
crushed, woman.
Let time choose for you. Let time.
I accept my fate. Oh, I got to restart. Okay, someone said go down and say we got mashed potatoed. We did.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
What? This computer's not on this time. This computer's on. I pressed E twice. I don't know what it does, but I'm pressing E all the times.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Oh,
doors,
yeah, I'm guessing
he
you
entered
mean
the door on his left.
League. Right. And then we go down. Nope.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Alright, okay, nice,
Feeling
Billy.
away
You
with
sound like you're having
disbelief,
fun.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Okay,
up coming
down.
to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, it's not a button.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility.
How'd you get a
of facing
fucking
his
car
boss,
here?
Admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to
There's
Stanley.
another. I'm looping.
He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I have no
Why did
feet.
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these looked pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. He came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
I have
He
no
wasn't
idea,
losing
Rez.
his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself
I'm
soaring
fucking
through
high!
space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. one he was amazed he hadn't asked himself.
Hold on, boys. Hold on, I have to... Sigh, we're gonna have to have words after stream. I'm about to cry, boys, for some knowledge. I'm sorry. I just got sent a message. Can I have a minute? Can I have just a minute to... Fuck me, man. I'm actually crying. Sorry, it's on about what we was... me and Si were talking about it earlier. You know, I told Billy... I can't say it on stream! Hold on. Si and... Yeah, hold on. I'll do the DMs. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. Si, I'm doing it! Chew your beans! And then... I'm gonna get back to the game now. I'm gonna get back to the game. Let's get back to the game, boys. Nice. Don't worry, chat. I'm sorry. Something happened. I'm fine.
About a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
I'm fine. Please do, because I'm streaming. Please send it to him. What happened? Don't worry, Drez. This is a thing between me and Si and Michael and everyone. So don't worry about it.
How could it be?
It's just
Stanley's simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't.
Stop! Hell yeah! No one's died. It's not an emotional thing for me. Don't worry. It's just something has happened, and we finally figured out that something has happened. That's it. Okay, whatever it is, I appreciate it.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this
No,
was in
it's
fact
not
a
what it is,
dream.
Pizza.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Let's just ignore it. Let's just ignore it, boys. Let's just
himself too. Surely,
don't worry about it.
Surely, if he could just, he would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That this was a dream.
I promise you I'm fine. It's just, we managed to prove something, and now I...
invited himself to wake up.
No! Stanley! No! Boys, I'm gonna get touched.
The press of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Stanley's about to get
Let me go
touched harder than I get touched some nights with Michael.
Continue pushing the buttons, please.
He seems happy. I'm happy, but...
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life.
What's up,
exactly
Fox?
the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Hold on.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Just, Fox, block him. Block him. Oh.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Stanley, I have a boss, I have an office, I am real. Please,
My name's
I must be
Screaming noises! Ah!
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who the fuck's Mariella?
I woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Stanley's dead. Stanley's dead. I had to send Michael something. I swear to God, if this man keeps DMing me, I'm gonna block all of his fucking accounts. Let me just block this guy again. Nice block. Cool. Sorry, I had to respond to someone. Because, yeah. Hold on. Let's get back to the game. Play confusion. What does that mean?
He was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was
He was contacting what's going on. I'm really curious. I'm desperate to know. No, I'm not, because it's personal stuff between our group and not public information. No offense, Sai. I'm going to use you as an example, not to shit on you. But, you know, unlike how sometimes Sai does it, where Sai will come in getting pissed and screaming and everything, I'm not going to make public or private things public, because it's not the thing to do. And I know Sai doesn't do it anymore, but, you know, I'm just explaining how things were.
There was not a single person here.
Like, I'm just, like, I'm not going to do that.
Wave of disbelief.
No, whatever it is, we're fine.
Up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Let's go to the boss's office. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go to the boss's office. Yo, boss.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere.
Is he a bed where is? Nothing's wrong.
All alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for
Nothing
any
happened.
man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs.
Stream starts
The
in 5 minutes,
guttural
boys.
retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random
Why was it
that no
eight?
man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to get, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random
Right, can you
buttons
guys just
on
drop
the
whatever it
keyboard.
was,
Stanley
okay? Shit
to
happened.
input the correct
Accept it,
code
okay?
by sheer luck. Amazing.
If something
He
happens
stepped
that's
into the
private,
newly opened passageway.
you leave it, okay? Sound good? Good, I'm glad. Michael's about to spend all night on the fucking shitter. It's just sigh.
Stanley
I mean,
walked straight
true,
ahead
but
through the
still.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Let's go to the mind control facility. Is Liam okay though? Probably, I don't know. That's something, you know, you should go and ask Liam. Button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yo,
What
this is an
horrible
in-house
secret
cinema I've ever
this
fucking
place
seen
holds,
it.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Nah, I kind of don't. Well, fuck, I guess I do. Sorry, just Side, just drop it. Just drop it. Ignore it. Oh. Button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of
What
them,
is that?
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There's another one over there. There's another... What the fuck was that noise? What number are we? 427. That is 427!
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
Fired.
been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Control.
I have a question. I have answer, Thomas.
Emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Is Gen 5 Legendaries out? No. Not as far as I know. So Reshiram, Zekrom, Qrem. None of the mythicals are in either. I have question. I have answer. Mewtwo raids are this week, and I need to get one. System
When at
power.
last he found the source of the room's power.
Press
he
on.
Knew it was his
Victini
duty,
is good.
his
Victini's a
obligation
mythical, so it's probably going to be a
put an
quest in
end to
Pokemon
this
Go.
horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Can you say no? No, I can't.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Wait.
Oh, Stanley, well, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency
Victini's a
detonation
mythical Pokemon,
system.
Drez.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear
Dark Ground
detonators
Pokemon
are
Go.
set to explode,
Not a thing yet. It'll probably be a
eliminating the
mythical
entire
event like
complex.
Shaman will
Volunteer
probably be as well.
detonation, then?
We'll probably get Darkrai during Halloween or
Say,
Rotom during Halloween,
2
Amy.
minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stan?
Huh, huh.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. This is
5.
much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
There's a
But
pink
what
2.
precious moments each one of them is. More time to
There's
talk
an exit
about
door.
you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
4.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Ready,
A moment
removing
of
tomorrow.
silence before you're obliterated.
What do you mean YouTube
All
messages?
right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this
No!
story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Boys, I think I fucked it.
Hate to see it go.
3.
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I mean, technically in this game it does. You've just added time to a timer that's meant to be dead.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
I mean, I
Or did you
don't.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door.
Hey, I pressed the big red button.
Something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
Hello?
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene.
Please
that
don't
will
say
watch
it.
you for every
Oh,
moment that you're powerless.
590 kilograms
To
of
see you
chicken.
make
Your name gets
come
better
back.
every time you hear, my dude,
This is
honestly.
not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Oh.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
You know what?
Will you cling desperately
accept
to
it.
your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Nice. I'm dead. Fucking sick one, boys. So hold on, I need to send this to someone. I just got wished a good day. Boy, howdy, am I happy. Right door. I don't know what that means. Team, I don't know. Sorry, I was just wished a nice day. Boy, howdy, do I feel happy. What do you mean messages? Oh, like those. Oh, okay. I've never really used them, Jess. That really doesn't bother me, but I can understand why that might bother some people.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
I'll catch you. There's no one here. Okay, so I nothing happened. Can I go in? Nope. Hey, welcome to me. How are you, dude?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors.
No, 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 I mean, that's
he
fair,
entered
Jess.
the door on his left.
Right, so we've got to go back in here. We've got to do the off button, and then we're good. That's the only one over here we've got left to do, I think.
Yet
I'm
there
going
was
to.
not a
I
single
am
person here
doing
either.
sick.
Feeling
No idea. I am
Stanley
intrigued,
decided
though.
to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hello, boss. How do you do? Nice. 2 more inputs.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean, he wondered. Desperate for answers.
What's the
he began
code?
turning the room
I said
over,
Borderlands 2. I
looking for
Borderlands 1 and
clues
2.
that might unravel the situation, until at last he discovered a keypad behind the boss's desk. But alas, no code. For this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley
Thanks,
happened
Violet.
to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped
Borderlands
into
3,
the newly
Borderlands
opened
3
passageway.
definitely does not look like my kind of game is the problem. It's the only reason I didn't buy it to stream it. Watch some more tutorials to crack my head over. Nice, you go have fun, my dude. Welcome back, Trez. Hold on. Right, so gotta go through
Stanley
here,
walked straight
press
ahead
off.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Right, can I not have spoilers on how to do certain things? I know, like, if I get to a point and I get confused, then I do appreciate the help. But
What horrible
I don't
secret
want,
did this
like,
place
just
hold?
exact tutorials on how to
Stanley
do
thought to
things.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
The plot thing, it does! Doing this game, I don't really know limited, I just gotta do a lot of random shit.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee.
I do appreciate the help, Lucas, I'm not saying I don't, but it's like, I don't
want
to be told exactly, oh, you know, do this, do that, and it's like, oh, it's like, I get it, I know you want to help, I'm not, like, shitting on you for help, I do appreciate the help, because there's probably no way I'll figure it out otherwise, but, I don't know, it's one of those things of, you know, now I know what to do.
This mind control.
No one cares about your fucking
it was
monitors.
too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? He
In memory
refused
base, I
to
mean, I remember it
believe.
was right then
He
left.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly
welcome
spent
back,
his
Billy.
entire life utterly
How are you,
blind
Billy?
to the world?
Go, go,
Here
go!
was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with
Wait, so this
emotions,
door,
happy
right, this
or
door
sad
turns on.
or
Can I walk
content,
out of this door when I
walking,
activate, when I turn it on?
working, all of
Oh,
it
great, why,
monitored
what's
and
up?
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
Shut up, narrator, we
over
know this
another
already.
Human life.
Hungry? Go get some food then. Uploaded 2 weeks lost, try if you until 1838. Don't worry about it, Jess. I'm sure you'll get some eventually.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Well, was it?
Yes.
Oh!
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
That's bright.
What
That
other
hurts.
mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it
As you
was not
just say.
knowledge or even power that
Fair.
he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
There's a
No
house!
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way,
Sick.
right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
beat the game! I'm so fucking cool. The end is never the end is loading. Right, so right then left.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That isn't the true ending. Shit.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this
Right.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Raid. I need to do one at
Yes,
some point.
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really
Cold
been
drinks.
worth
Oh
the
boy, I
detour
love me a
after
good
all.
old cold
Just to spend
drinks.
A few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, Billy, if
But
you could
eager to
later
get
get
back
some
to
of your
business,
cool
Stanley
wizardy
took
friends
the
to help me
first
get a
open
Mewtwo,
door
that'd
on
be
his left.
nice. So I'm gonna go work on shit. I might be back later. But anyway, see you. Bye, Jess. You have fun. I don't know. Where do I go? Do I go down here? Do I go down here? I'm gonna say no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
I couldn't remember what the
incredible
fuck
wasn't
he
5 years
said.
ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Neck
we've
myself!
got here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him
Oh,
what
I
to
probably
do,
should have listened to him.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I wasn't meant to neck myself.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But like, this is a different start. So is it the same as a normal start, or is it a different start, or can I?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
No, it's not the same because there's normally like 3 rooms in between the starting door and that. It's oh, okay.
First, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Her.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
You know what, Miss Narrator? We might have.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting.
Fuck you, Mr. Narrator.
What? Really?
Ah!
You're in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Fuck yourself.
Are you convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm colorblind. It's cool. This one's red, innit?
Aha.
Oh.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Again, I'm colorblind, mate. I'm sorry.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
I
Well,
do.
don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
What is
I haven't
this?
even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out?
Whoa,
specifically
128.120.
for
Oh,
you?
nice!
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
I got you.
There we go. A third option.
Oh!
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it. Okay, I'm going to stop you.
I'm going to give you a solid 4 out of 5 for that one.
Your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you.
Give me options. I like choice.
I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling.
Oh, this man. You know what, narrator? I'm sorry.
Data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Ah! I love it. Yo! Good old Neil! My man, good old Neil! Ah, it's me! It's me! I like this. You know what? You know what, narrator? You get a solid 5 out of 5.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answer.
Narrator man, 5 out of 5.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
You know what? After the third doors and the leaderboard, let's go.
Let me boot it up.
I don't care.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family.
That is a good fire PNG gif.
Will really take notice.
Oh, it's not. It's actually 3. Oh, no, okay. Oh.
It only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
I got you.
Keep notes on your experience.
No. No way.
Hello.
No way.
No way. No way.
I had to sit here for 4 hours. No.
Whoa.
I had to sit here stopping a baby going in fire for 4 hours.
Why?
The game said so.
4 hours. Let it die. Let it die.
No.
Yes. You want 20 for 4 hours. Dude. Nikki. Put auto clicker.
It's an E button. I don't have my mouse software yet.
Change it to the settings. And then you can just open a new game. Well, this is clicking.
Where's interact with something? Where's the interact button?
Question mark.
I got you! Hold on, boys, let me just...
Oh, it genuinely works.
Nice, boys. We got it. We got it. We cracked it. Okay, we'll make a deal. We'll make a deal. We'll make a deal, right? I'll kill the baby now, but there's going to be a stream where we start the game at this, and I stream me doing this challenge for the 4 hours. It's just me doing this for the entire stream. Okay, baby die, I'm sorry. That will be a banging stream. People will come in and out and just be so pissed.
You heartless bastard.
Wow, I got called a fucking bastard.
You hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
No, Liam, no, we ain't.
Yes. This seems like it'll work.
Sorry, Michael wants you in chat. Loading, 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 loading. Ah, Minecraft!
Is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough?
I can even crouch.
Will it ever?
Oh, I've got better crouching skills than Minecraft.
I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose.
You gay?
I
I don't know.
House.
Oh, because you like me.
The spoon go here, no, here, and then.
I'm playing kind of right now.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes.
He's got me a door!
Complete. I made this standing. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience.
Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in!
Make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand?
It actually is. Can I stay
Isn't it
here?
Perfect. It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes.
Yo, let's
Come
go.
on, Stanley. We have to go mining. Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
You can't jump! You get green tile. I basically did. You have 2 to 4 minutes to live, but everything you... What? So... Oh, yo, I'm down to play Portal. Sorry, no offense, but can you take your rap tap to tapping somewhere else? Because it's very loud rap tap to tapping.
With no way out. Listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is. Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Ha ha!
Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of the...
Where the fuck am I going? Especially if you subbotted me that hard, Lucas. YouTube would be like, well, no, this clearly ain't right, and then we'll just. The right door, the left door. There's no. What? This is when the two creepy twins appear, innit? Where do I go?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes...
I don't know, Violet. I don't know what it
then I'll
did.
be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Same. Hey, we waited! It's a good ending. I don't know what I'm doing, I can't lie.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, who spilled all their files on the fucking floor? Oi, dickheads, come clean up your fucking mess.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right, we've still got a few more things to do down here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley...
Well, always pay awards, killing the rainforest. Yeah, you're right, Liam.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the
Burb, ain't no problem, limited. You burb all you need to. Right, so now we go into the red door.
Want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on.
Do I go through a blue then a red, or is it just no matter what red you go into, it has the same ending?
This is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that?
What's your prime time stream? So mine is normally like 5. What?
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always
Give me a
try to
minute.
get
I'm walking
somewhere
in a
that isn't
circle.
here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
You gonna get me to neck myself?
are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Fucking everyone cross your legs, boys. We're fucking meditating out here. Hom. Am I done meditating? Can I stop meditating now? You know what? Whilst Stanley sits there and meditates with the narrator, let me just check my dims. Oh my god, this fucking kid. This fucking kid. Oh, what is this? What kid? I don't know. Some annoying kid who joined the Discord to try and...
No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
Wait. Yeah, the kid that keeps joining with like hundreds of accounts. He just stroke. Yeah, I know. I keep blocking all the accounts he makes, but he keeps making more. I neck myself.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
What if I go back?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Goodbye, narrator. Right,
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
So it's a seagull guy, but that seagull guy has like 30 accounts.
You are going to stay here, aren't you? You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Only seen 2 accounts. There's a Google one, the viewer one. There's a seagull one. There's the ice cold one. He's had like 5 that have been DMing me at the moment. I guess I just neck myself, boys. Neck myself. But yes, you saw. You right. You right.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Yeah, that one.
Yikes.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get there? See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I was back to being stars.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Okay, Mr. Narrator. Okay, nothing changed this time. Anything changed if I do it again? Welcome back, Billy.
No, no, what do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Mr. Narrator. It's gonna be okay.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Mr. Narrator, I'm gonna go neck myself, thanks.
No, perhaps not.
Yeah, I don't know if there is or not. Like, after I did it the first time, I realised there is, so I don't know if there is or not.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a... Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Oh, he figured me out!
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Mr. Narrator, can I give you a hug? I've jumped off of this thing like 4 or 5 times now.
Is it over?
Ah.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Now we have to go through that same part again, except we don't jump off the lift. Sorry, I was a rebellious guy.
Gone. What could it mean?
Look for the...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, what was this? Input, any inputs? Nope. Where the fuck am I? This room's not been here before.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Thanks, narrator.
Well, perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took
This
the
would be...
first
I feel like this
door
would be
to the
pretty funny in VR.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley,
Okay, let's follow it.
We've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
You know what, we might
I'm
have.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that
Here it comes
investing
soon. There's meant to be like
in
DLCs
someone
or
else can
something.
be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
What?
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it
I'm so
sooner?
confused.
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh no, he's figured me out. He's cracked the code.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
I caught Fungus as well. My main man, Fungus. Oh, actually, Billy, hold on, boys. Hold on. I need to actually send Billy an image. Hold on. Oh.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
I'll accept that gift now.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
I'll send you the image in a second, Billy.
Set fire to
okay, I didn't get Gola, okay.
a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot. Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Oh, what?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I can still neck, can I? I can't!
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
No!
The main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
We're only halfway done!
Make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Never mind. Oh, doors open! 11 likes, so we can hit 15 likes, people. Let's see if we can hit 15, why not? Hell yeah!
On the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution.
Can we get 15 likes? Can we get 15 likes?
Free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
I got you, homie. What do you mean, Rody? I'm confused.
The story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No!
Ah, shit!
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Nah, this game's scuffed.
Oh, it's ruined.
Everything is okay.
About that, my story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless. What am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do?
There is a chair in that table. Give me some quality bedwars. You go play some bedwars in, Billy.
I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I have to.
Shouldn't have done it. Pussy. There's a fucking hole in the door.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows
Welcome,
how to do
Mima.
what I
How are
tell
you,
him
dude?
to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Shut your mouth.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Story game, huh? It's not really a story game. It's kind of a story game. It's not really. Gotta go have a great day. You too, Limited, my dude.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, shit.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow.
Odds on this door opens.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hey, welcome, Lego. How are you, dude? Okay, no, it didn't.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Do I have to go left?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I have to go in the left one?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief.
What the fuck?
Demonstrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work?
Dick butt.
One way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Dick butt.
Drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Dick butt. I can't do it, boys. I'm sorry. That texture is wrong and I don't like it. Ah!
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Oi, dickhead! Let me through the door!
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please.
I need your epic bed wars, defense, auto clicky skills. We can indeed, Billy, do not worry.
Crucial step.
Oi, dickhead mate, open the fucking door.
Fine. You're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of
there's a fucking legendary raid happening outside my house in like 5 minutes.
It means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
I went right and you kept resetting me.
Gone through the door on the right.
I did.
Whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
I did.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Neck yourself, prick.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
I've already closed the office door.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
No!
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Stanley, mate, walk through the door. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
No, I'm looking for the input one.
Memo.
I'm looking for the input thing. Right, so I go right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open...
Gotta go, bro. Ain't no problem, Violet.
Meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop the employee lounge first.
Poopy butt. You know what? I'll let Poopy butt slide, Lego.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. Giddy in a way he had never... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open
Door on his left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
That doesn't look right. That was not the maintenance room door.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
See, you didn't sound certain about left, but I'm going to trust you.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I got you.
Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down...
Billy!
Right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Confusion. I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome, Gold. How are you, my dude?
Okay. We just
Fired still.
Oh, who am I kidding? waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Input screen, find the input screen.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know what this means.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Oh,
No.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then.
Let me just play the game.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Find us through that door. It's over here. I can sense it. It's definitely not that door. Maybe it's this door.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Maybe. Oh, this is a cool hallway.
Progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, never mind. I guess my office looks slightly different.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nice. There are no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I got you. Let's go. Okay, we're going back. There's a hole in the ceiling. There's a mirror image of us over there.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the fuck?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the
Me
story?
neither, Mr. Narrator.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
No fucking clue.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing...
What is going
how
on?
about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
I won!
I know you put in
I've
a
done
lot
it!
of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. Ah! The Stanley Parable Adventure line!
Got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
I like this.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I like this. This is cool.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onwards
I like
to
this.
destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself. Well,
Let's go, line.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Everything's fine.
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, it's adventure music. Zigzag. Huh. I like this adventure music. The line is a lie. The line is truth. Follow the line.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I got you, Mr. Narrator. Okay, let's go back to the line.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story is... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
Line, we appear to have both come to the same ending.
Everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I like the line. The adventure line's back.
You know what, Stanley?
Oh.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
No.
Why can't we make up our own story?
We could, but I like the line.
Daring, mysterious.
Can I go with the line?
Sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I like this. I like this idea.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again.
Oh, the line's back!
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
No, I follow the line. Sorry, I was DMing someone. We're intelligent, right, Nikki? No. Bye, line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Can I go back?
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
Line.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Line.
Which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go,
Line.
there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the
Line.
counter-inverted reverse door's
Lines.
origins. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since
Lines.
the answer is clearly
Welcome,
yes,
Ghost Prime Howie, when I'm currently following
the
lines.
door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stan.
Hold on, I've got Doggo attacking door. Give me a second, boys. Okay, boys, we now have Doggo and Line. We've basically got it.
Our destiny awaits.
I don't even know where the fuck I am.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
I'm in monitoring narrator restarts the game. Discover the second door room now has many additional
We're
doors.
supposed to restart the game with eight times?
Unexplored territory, find the line again. Find the confusion ending schedule, narrator restarts the game, then narrator forgets the previous restart. Wants to play the story, but is prevented, unable to go anywhere or do anything. The game restarts on its own. Find the line again, but following the line. Find identical replica of the officer began to deteriorate. Link story up here. Narrator restarts the game. 7 is no longer an officer, simply black space. Wander into the blackness, find a bookstore, get bored, and leave. Narrator restarts the game. 8th narrator is gone after a long time. Stanley dies.
Is it really?
Why are you following lines? I don't know.
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait.
I'm with you there, narrator.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime... All of his co-workers were gone.
Am I still in the confusion ending?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
She said 5th restart. The narrator remembers nothing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's over now? Okay. So what ending have I still got?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Oh, I've still got left and then left again.
Well,
or left and straight,
in
innit? Yeah.
The employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand.
I think I've got like 1 or 2 more endings, boys. That's it.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wait, no.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase,
Oh, I won't. But
Stanley
is this
walked
it?
upstairs to his boss's office.
Also the stream ending. No, we've done a lot more than 3 endings. Trust me, like I've been streaming for over 2 hours now. There's that input one, but I don't know what the input thing does.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Dog, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, thank you. I got a lick on the nose, because I'm cool.
Feeling soothed,
Now time to get the achievement. I got the achievement.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Let me put Doggo down. Okay, down goes Doggo. But I'm guessing this is it then. Like, I've got all the endings, right? There's one more thing I want to try, and that's it. Like, we've got all the endings, besides the baby one that we're going to have to do an entire stream for.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose.
You can go back out the office door. We've already done that one as well, Lucas.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
We've sat in the broom closet. I'm pretty sure we've got all of them.
Jumped to their true nature revealed. Each bore the number
Let's go this
of an
way.
employee in the building.
The phone. Oh yeah, we didn't answer the phone.
The lives of
Oh,
so
honestly, I
many
can't be bothered to go
individuals
through all the hassle to get the
images on
phone.
screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
Come on, let's go back to the beginning. I don't care about this ending. Life is soup, iron fork. Okay, nice puppy. Get my. What do you mean get Minecraft?
all of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Right, so for the phone ending, I go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
Get Minecraft ending. Already done it, puppy.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took...
Right, where was the phone? Was the phone across? Yeah, the phone was across.
Stanley was so bad at...
Like any proof, go back in stream.
It's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
Okay, so we go in here, we
Your
answer the
chance
phone.
to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
How's the plug?
That's her, Stanley. You need...
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ha! Gang!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really...
Why am I slowly crawling forward? Hi, wife.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his
I think the
desk,
door changed.
Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
This is the last ending, boys. We've almost done it.
Discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize.
My filing cabinet. I've missed you, bud.
First, he imagined
Boy, you look like you just have a happy face on the top two,
stepped
don't
out
you?
from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited
Oh, I CBA to just try and reset and get all the inputs.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Night to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy
Ah,
world,
wife.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh, to tell the kids a
It
story.
was such a wonderful fantasy.
No, the floor!
He relived it again and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always...
Mental disorder. Stanley's had a lot of things today.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
For you to tell your wife you love her.
There is
Nice.
no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press 9 to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I won't. I think I have to.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
8 to question nothing.
I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh, I died. Nice! But you know what, people? This is where we're going to be ending off the Stanley Parable today. I appreciate everyone who has turned out today. Does mean well to me. Everyone has enjoyed this stream. We got almost all the ending. I think we're missing like 2, which is the baby one, the inputs one. I CBA to try and find all the fucking inputs. We've run through this office so many times. We've got like 3 of them. Yeah. Anyway, people, if you have enjoyed, hit the like button down below. It's greatly appreciated. If you know, if you're inclined to and you want to come chill tomorrow, you're welcome to. Anyway, people, I'll catch you tomorrow and whatever it is tomorrow. I think it's gonna be some Minecraft. Anyway, people, peace.